Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Kamil. Today is 27th of May 2020. Welcome to video number 152. Today I want to continue what we started 2 days ago, and now I want to go and to kind of talk to you what happens or what happened if you just experienced that when your girl is at the door or she was at the door ready to leave and what you're supposed to do. Listen, so many of us are getting kind of caught in this very dangerous thing that something happens, and especially negative, we argue and we kind of get to the point that we argue and argue and argue, and we take it her for granted, and then she said, I've got enough, and she just pack her stuff and she's right there in the door. And most of us are so surprised by the fact that we don't really understand what just happened and what I'm supposed to do about it. So, first thing that I want you to understand about all of this is that why she got here we talked about yesterday, right? But the whole idea is how to kind of make her stay, right? So, first thing that you have to understand that she's there, as we said yesterday, because she has no hope anymore that it's going to work. But the first thing that I want to mention, which is so important that you need to understand in this particular moment in time, when she's right there at the door, that she doesn't really want to go. And why would I say that? Listen, if you met 3 days ago, and today she wants to leave, then it's probably not that kind of situation. It's just like today's. But so many of you spent together months or years, and now when she's at the door, trust me, it wasn't the thought that she just fall upon by a mistake 10 minutes ago. And you know that because you're probably arguing for months now, if not years. So the time that you spend together, the time that you spend to invest in this relation, the experience that you have, it was something that means a lot to her. And especially if you saw these arguments, going for months or years, that was her time that she tried to talk to you, to kind of get to you, for you to understand, to play this game, to be the part of this relationship, to be involved, to show her that you care. And because it took her so long, it just proves that it's not something that she takes it lightly. No, kind of the contrary. She tried for so long to get you to understand, what she expects from you and how she wants you to be active in this relation, not being passive. But now she get to the point that she said, no, I don't believe that it's gonna happen. I've got enough. It's time to go. So first of all, she doesn't really want to go. The longer you're in this relationship, the bigger that this truth is. Just is. Second thing that I want you to kind of grasp, that what does she really want from you? Because many of us are caught by surprise so much that we kind of completely freeze in that moment. But if you ever watched any romantic comedy, you probably saw that many times. She's saying if something happens, she's saying that she's got enough and she's not going to play this game anymore, and she basically leaves. And then there's this one moment when she turns back and she waits for his reaction. And the guy, many times, because of the emotional value of the romantic comedy, he basically does nothing. He's like, or he basically says, oh, if you want to go, just go, or whatever. And then she goes, and then few minutes or a few hours or a few days later, he just gets to his senses. He says, no, but I want that girl. I want to be with her. So he runs after her and he gets her, there on the airport when she's basically right there, entering the aeroplane, and everything turns to be a beautiful story, and then go towards the sunset. It's like a very prolonged and very kind of emotionally presented thing that they want from you. They basically want you to say, babe, stay. I don't want you to go. They want you to basically prove that you care. They want this one thing that'll put the shadow of a doubt on her disbelief that it might happen. So don't be an idiot. If you find yourself in this situation, maybe you just had the argument, maybe she's just packing, maybe she just left. If that's the truth, stop this video and go after her and say, babe, I want you to stay. Trust me, I saw this situation at least a few times, and one that I really remember is that there was a couple that I liked so much, and they had arguments as we all do. Both sides have had their own arguments, pro and cons. This whole thing, why it looked like, but one evening they basically challenged themselves, and it doesn't matter how it all went, but basically they allowed themselves to challenge themselves to the point that they decided to take a break. He didn't stop her. She tested if he'll stop her. He didn't. And they basically end up being separated. And now they're never gonna be together because so many other things happen. And they basically had their own way. And I'm not saying that was the guy's fault. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Every story is much deeper than just this. But the whole point is, if you find yourself in this moment, never let her go. Never let her close the door behind her, because if you do, you're gonna take your pride and basically say, you want to go, just get out of my face. Or you're basically gonna stand there frozen completely, and you'll say nothing. She's gonna go, and it's gonna be tough, because when she's gonna pass that bridge, getting her back, it's gonna take much longer, much more emotions. It's gonna cost you much more. Not even financially. Because the next step is she just left. And then, that's a completely different story. So first of all, know that she doesn't really want to go. Second, that it's all about you stopping her and showing that you got guts to say what you want. Prove her wrong. And 3, figure out what to do next. You decided, you ask her to stay, but then, show her that you care. Don't try to play this game that in a few days everything's gonna get back to normal, because she's gonna leave. She didn't, maybe you stopped her today, but in a week she's gonna be gone. Don't waste this situation, because it's about you making progress. It's about you making her feel like she belongs. That you are, both of you, that you're part of the relationship, that both of you care about each other. So sit down and ask her, how can I make your life better? How can I make you happy? What do you really miss? What did I do wrong? Let me, and don't try to explain yourself. Ask her a question, let her reply, and then just do what she wants. Make her happy. The most fascinating thing is that it's just like with divorces. Few months after divorce, no one remembers why they divorced. So many people they say, I don't even remember. Because why we split is because we allow the negative emotions make this whole thing much bigger, and then we start arguing about, I don't know, a spoon, or I don't know, a sock, or a plate in a sink, and we end up destroying this whole thing because of the emotions, not because of the facts itself. Unless you cheated on her or something, so that's a different story. But you know what I'm saying. So that's why don't let her emotions take her away from you. And then when she sits down and you'll say, babe, how can I make you happy? Then just simply do it. Because what she wants is not, I don't know, you stealing the moon for her or taking her into the stars. No. What 99% of the normal women want is just for you to show that you love her, that you care, that you want to spend time with her, that you're going to take her for a date. Maybe you're going to buy her flowers, maybe you're going to take her to a favorite restaurant. Like normal things. So don't overcomplicate things. Just ask her, and she will tell you straight to your face, the small things, like spending time together. You'll be able to make it a reality in a blink of an eye. She doesn't want to go. Stop her. Never let her go. Have guts to say what you want, and then ask her, how can I make you happy? And just do it. Because this is what I want you to take from this video. We overcomplicate life by listening to our emotions, especially them, because they are under influence of emotions. They live life through emotions. So that's why when she plays this whole door situation, don't let her go. Have guts to say what you want, and then just basically make her happy by asking what you're supposed to do for this to happen. Think about it and do something about it, because you need to know it to not fall for this, and rather the contrary, build your relationship maybe in that moment when it just was about to fail. Everything's in your hand, brother. If you like this video, share, comment, like. If you didn't, give me a shout. What do you think? I'm really interested in what you've got to say about it. And then if there's anything you want me to record about, just give me a shout. I'll be glad to do it. That being said, see you tomorrow.